What is going on, everybody? It's Brandon Dawson, and as you know, I'm known for having people on here that are doing exciting things in the CSRA, and today is no exception. I got my guy, Jonathan and Devin here today. How are you guys doing? Oh, wow, no, hold on. We can bring it back.
I thought we were going in for something extra.
We can do the whole handshake. We can get in there.
I like it. All
I
right.
haven't known you long enough for a secret handshake, so we'll get there.
We go back.
I know.
We'll get there before the end of this.
Yes.
Before the end of this, there will be some kind of handshake. I don't know. We'll try to use our feet.
Did you see what we did?
Yeah.
It's a good time. There's a lot of things happening right now. So you guys are a part of the Gather of the Ghostlight podcast. You guys are the creators, yes?
Creator of the Gather by the Ghostlight podcast. We're produced right here in the CSRA.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We use a lot of our local voice acting talent to produce audio plays that gets broadcast around the world. A lot of the scripts that we produce are submitted by writers from, again, all around the world.
Yeah.
And we put it out there for people to hear.
Lovely. And how long have you guys been doing that for?
It's 5 years, since
Nice.
2020.
And so, Devin, since you guys have been doing that, what's been the response from the community? How have people reacted to it? Talk to me about the growth that you guys have seen.
Yeah, well, it started out with Jonathan producing his own scripts because he's also playwright, and so he started by gathering local stage actors, and we've done plays together before, so that's kind of how I got involved, is voice acting with him. And throughout the years, people have just been like more and more excited about it, and more actors want to get involved. We've had hundreds of submissions of plays to produce.
Wow.
So yeah, things have been really growing. It's been fun.
So what's that like for you, Jonathan? Again, here you are, 5 years in, you started this thing up, and now, I'm sure, but first you kind of have to look for this stuff, and now people are reaching out to you, so what's that like?
It's been strange. When this thing first started, I was recording my local actor friends in a closet.
Yeah.
And then I ended up creating my own studio space at home, and got the ability to actually work with some remote voice actors every now and then. So it's just been growing a lot over the years, and it's been such positive feedback. We got 2 years ago, we got invited to join the Broadway Podcast Network because they kind of got wind of what we were doing, and they liked the quality that we're putting out. It's just been going up from here.
Now, what kind of things, if people are trying to listen to this or they're listening to the first time, like what kind of things are they going to hear on there? What's like the vibe?
Oh, well, we do all kinds of genres. Every now and then we'll do like a series. Just last year we did a series called Stage Frights, which that was all horror-themed audio plays. But we do all genres. We accept all kinds of different scripts. Some of them were originally written as stage plays that we adapt to audio plays. And then sometimes we get scripts that were already written as audio plays, and they just kind of already work on their own. All the sound effects already written in. I don't have to figure that part out. So it's been fantastic.
And each episode is usually standalone. There's a couple that are like a full-length play that will be 2 episodes back to back, like Act 1, Act 2. But most episodes are standalone, so you can listen to them in any order. And then after each short play, we'll interview the playwright and talk about their process, what they have going on locally. We can promote for them.
Very nice, very nice. And so now you guys have gotten so big. You guys have had some celebrities on here recently, just recently, right? Talk to me about who those people were. Talk to me about how that came about.
All right, so every year I try to do something new, different, something we haven't done before. And so this past year, for example, we did a voice acting workshop. We invited a notable voice actor named Ian Russell to come and kind of do a workshop for our local stage actors who they're not really familiar with the world of voice acting. This is something new we're giving them, the opportunity. So we kind of got Ian in to kind of coach them. And in the process of all of that, I got to thinking, how cool would it be? We're in our 5th year, wrapping up our 5th season finale. How cool would it be to get, a notable voice actor, someone that in the industry that everyone recognizes, and I had a script ready. It was one that I wrote actually about a decade ago, and I've just been kind of sitting on it, waiting for the right time, and this felt right. And so the first person I thought of was, Laura Bailey. How awesome would that be? If Laura Bailey, she played Abby in the game Last of Us. She's very big with the web series called Critical Role, which they just had their 10th anniversary. There's a lot of cool things going on with her right now. And then I also had a leading male that I needed as well. And I was like, well, who could I? And the first person I thought of was Kari Payton, who played King Ezekiel in The Walking Dead. And the reason he came to mind is because he's done a lot of screen work, but he's done more voice acting work than people even know about. He plays Cyborg on Teen Titans, stuff like that. And I actually met him a few years back at a Comic-Con, and turns out fun fact, he was born in Augusta, Georgia.
Yeah.
And he didn't stay long. He grew up in Athens, Georgia.
Yeah.
But he's located in Georgia. I thought it'd be really cool to get him on, and so I knew to work with a union actor, some actors on the Screen Actors Guild, there'd be a process with that, because you can have a SAG actor on your podcast just for an interview like this, all you want. But if they get on to perform, there's extra steps to take.
Yeah.
So I got in touch with SAG, and we have a contract with them where we can use SAG actors on our podcast now. So as soon as I got the approval email of that, which I started that process like 6 months ago, and as soon as I got the approval email, I reached out to Laura and Kari's agencies and anyone who does a podcast. They've worked with productions with big budgets.
Yes.
I kind of let them know where I was coming from. Like on podcast, anyone that runs a podcast knows there's not much revenue in podcasting. So I sent them the script. I was like, I took a shot in the dark just to see, swung for the fences, see what would happen. And next thing I know, it turns out Kari and Laura both loved the script so much that I wrote. They just wanted to be a part of it, any way they could. And it's been Kari. He even said that he liked the script so much that he asked if I'd be open to the idea of him playing two characters. It's so cool. It was so surreal because I got to do a remote voice session with them.
Yeah.
So I directed their voice sessions, and sure enough, he did one character, and then after we recorded all the lines for one character, he kind of switched gears, changed his accent, changed his tone. He just created a whole new character. Yeah. And then we recorded all the second character's lines. It was so cool. And, and they both did their research. They went back and they listened to previous episodes. Just because, they want to know what they were getting into was legit, like any actor should. You always want to know that what you're getting into is going to be worth it, it's going to be good quality, and that's what they did. And they both told me they love what we do, how we're fostering our voice acting community.
I love that.
Right here. And it's so fun. And that episode comes out May 28th.
Oh,
I've been editing it. It sounds so great. I wish I could go ahead and release it, but May 28th is also Laura Bailey's birthday.
Oh, wow.
And when we were talking with her, she mentioned that, and I was like, you know what? Because I told her to release them late May, and she mentioned her birthday was May 20th. I was like, you know what? We're gonna release May 28th. So it's gonna be kind of a birthday present to her, but it sounds so great. I hope everyone tunes in to check it out. Like I said, they were just amazing to work with.
So the episode is the script with them acting, but we also do an interview with Laura at the end.
Oh, very nice.
Right.
And she's just so down to earth and fun to speak to. So
Yeah.
Like she said, how we do interview with the writer after each episode. Since I was a writer on this one, it'd be weird to interview myself. While we had Laura, we asked her if she would just do a quick, little interview to tag on the end of the episode, and she was totally down with it. She's so cool. It was just so much fun. Yeah.
So again, here you guys are. 5 years in the game. You're out here talking to people that, again, you either grew up watching or grew up,
fans of. I've been following them for years. And it's just so cool.
What does that mean for you guys, overall? Talk about that.
Well, now that I kind of opened the door for us to, utilize union actors we want to. That's kind of, I like the idea of incorporating union actors into episodes. To kind of act with our local voice actors, so they kind of get that platform as well to be acting alongside, Laura Bailey or Kari Payton.
Yeah, I was lucky that he cast me in this next episode, so you'll get to hear my voice along with Laura Bailey and Kari Payton. It's
and this episode does kind of end on a little bit of a cliffhanger. Yeah, and if I can get the funding for it, I would love to. This can act as a pilot episode to another series.
Lovely.
That's my idea. And Laura and Kari are both on board with it. I just got to get the funding for it, and that'll be something I'll work on down the road and get the scripts written and everything. But yeah.
So where do you see Gathered by the Ghostlight, say, in 5 years from now?
Well, like I said, every year we try to incorporate something new, and one of the other things we do besides the podcast is we also produce stage plays. Yeah. This summer, for example, we're producing the world premiere of a play called In the Slush by Daniel Prilliman. Augusta will be the first audience to see that play on stage. And, so we do a lot of stuff like that. We love introducing the lesser known playwrights to our community in particular, but also when we get them on the podcast to do their audio plays. That's people discovering their work from countries that they never thought that people would hear their work.
Yeah.
One of the things we love about the podcast is that it brings art to people, because he started during COVID where everything shut down. So having that art available to people who don't normally have that around them it's a special thing.
I love that. Is there anything that you guys want to say to? I'm sure over the years you guys have come across many voice actors. Anything you want to say to them now? Anybody who helps make this whole thing special?
I mean, all the local voice actors we've worked with, they're a treasure. You know, it's like it's really special to them because it's a medium that they're not familiar with. And as you know, we have a lot of stage actors in town, and it's so weird when you put a mic in front of them. It's like, even though it's a similar field, it's a whole new experience. Because I love introducing that to our community, and you even got on the mic one time as well.
Hey, it's true. Yeah. I may or may not be
in an
elf.
episode or two.
I may be an elf. Or I mean, I think I've done a couple other things too. I can't remember. We did the stage play too. So that was
and we also have our 100th episode coming up.
Yes.
We're I think at 92.
Yeah.
On May 28th will be our 92nd episode. We're making I hope I can pull it together. I'm making a pretty big plan for
you got it.
For the 100th episode.
I think you guys are right on track.
And we're just gonna keep going from there.
Love it. So let's give us the rundown again. If people are trying to watch this episode on the 28th, big deal. How do they get to it? Where do they go? What do they do?
All right. Well, we do have a YouTube channel. So if you do want to watch it, you can actually watch the episode. I mean, it's an audio play, so it'll be like the graphic and all that with some sound waves and all that. But at the end, if you can, we will have the video of our interview with Laura Bailey if people want to watch that. But it's also available on all the podcast platforms, our website, gatheredbytheghostlight.com. You can listen to it anywhere in the world. Yes. And then if they want to watch the interview and all that, you can get on, hop on YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Devin, if you were to say something to people, even if it's past this, even if it's past the 28th, if you were to say something to people to go and check out y'all's podcast, what would you say to get them to go check it out?
I would say art builds humanity and community.
Nice.
So this art has really shown how strong our community is, and I love sharing it with everyone.
Love it. Well, you guys, again, I want to thank you both for coming out. Hold on. We're going to do double, and then we're going to go in.
Oh, I dig
and
it.
A double handshake. That's us. That's ours now.
Yeah, you're not allowed.
I can't do that with you?
No.
Okay. All right, that's fair.
I don't even want you to attempt it. You guys, again, thank you guys for coming on. If you guys want to find out more about Gathered by the Ghostlight, I'm going to leave all that info for you on WJBF.com. Until then, this is Brandon Dawson, WJBF News Channel 6.